Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. In today's episode, I would like to work a bit more on the fort or guardhouse or barracks or whatever you want to call it. I think we'll call it a guardhouse. I think that's probably the way to go. So last episode, we kind of marked this out. We did the walls, which took way longer than it should have, but we got the walls up to here. And we started kind of marking some stuff out for the guardhouse itself. Now, what I want to do is grab a bit of stone brick like so, and I want to finish kind of marking out the wireframes, if you will, for the towers here. And I think this actually shouldn't be too bad. We'll just go like that. Probably should do two of these at once, honestly, but come on. There we go. Ah, almost. Break. Come back. Can I reach? Nope. There we go. All right, so there. We can do this one at the same time. And then bring that one down. Bring that one like so. Okay. So there's a tower, and then we just have to do this corner right here as well. And then essentially just repeat this for the other 3 towers, right? We have 3 more towers? Yeah, we have 3 more towers. So we'll go there, and then I'll do this one right here too. So let me get that finished. Shouldn't take me too long, and then that will give us kind of a good idea of what the shape will ultimately look like once the towers are in place. All right, guys, I have finished the wireframing on the towers here, and here. I ended up actually shifting this whole side. Hold on, just land. I ended up shifting these 2 towers and basically this whole side of the build 1 block that way, so that we would have an odd number from here to here. This is 11 blocks, this line right here, because it's going to come into play when we do the roof of this thing, which is actually what I want to start kind of laying out right now. So if we fly up top, we have some options. That's actually going to be kind of annoying to do, isn't it? Sticking that landing. Hey, there we go. We got it. Okay. So what I'm thinking is right here and right here. I'm just going to kind of come over like so, and then we can get rid of these bits. And basically, we're going to mark out another box that's essentially going to go on top of this whole thing. Like so. And then it's going to line up here. There we go. Get rid of those. And this will come all the way across like so. Okay, so as I said, we're going to line up another box right here, and then on the corners of this box we're going to go up maybe like that high, maybe maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 6, something like that. And then we're going to essentially just bring this over all the way to here, right? So we're basically adding what will kind of be like a second floor, or maybe even, I guess, actually, this would probably be more like a 3rd floor. And lining it up with this. and then bringing it across. Like so. There we go. And we should probably just bring this bit over as well. To there. Okay. So the idea of this is that, as I said, this is going to be like almost like a second story, right? And then this level that we're standing on right now will be floor of some sort. So people will be able to come out of here to man the towers and all that kind of good stuff. And now that's going to give us a little bit more of an interesting shape, right? And then on top of this, we could do a couple things. We could just do a roof, just a regular old roof going up to a point. Or we could potentially also turn this into a raised bit of the fort as well. Like, there's options. And I think maybe that's what we want to do. I need to decide how I want to go about doing this. Do I want an actual roof on this thing? Maybe we could do like a roof on the towers, but this bit up here would be open to the sky. Because it's going to be very kind of castle-y. And I definitely want different layers of people, for people to like stand on. Back here, obviously, we've already decided that there's going to be a wall that's going to run up into the fortress. So I don't really want to do too much with this side just yet. But if this is going to be like this, then we could probably start doing a little bit with this wall. That might be an option. So let's just go, we need to figure out how we want to do the actual walls on this. And I think maybe we'd be best off just kind of keeping it pretty simple, right? Maybe we go up to about here. And then we do the same here. Wait, down one. Right there. And actually, do I have... Yeah, I do have a crafting bench. Let's turn some of these into stairs. And then let's just make a bunch more stone brick as well. Because what I'm thinking is we go a stair there. And a stair here. And then we're going to go something like that. I'm just thinking, because I know that I want this layer right here to be the dark prismarine. Because I think that'll look really good. The question is, do we want to do big spires? Or do we want to do something different? I suppose what we could do, this is, like, we know this is our center point, right? Because it's 4 and 4. So maybe we'll just do something like this. Oh, wrong block. Something like that. And then these will be spires as well, but they won't go as tall. Maybe they'll go like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, perhaps? Maybe something like this. So then we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a stair. And then this one would again go up to here, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boop. That in line? Yes, that is where we want it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let me try and let me try putting in the prismarine in the back of that. Gotta go actually get some prismarine, though. Grab that, grab this, grab some of this. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Might not be. We'll have to see. I should also probably sleep. In which house has my bed? This one. There we go. Let's sleep real quick. And then let's try this wall out and just see how it ends up looking. We fly over. Okay. So if this is going to be the wall, and we're going to use the dark prismarine as kind of a background block. Yeah, I can already tell. I'm definitely going to need more dark prismarine than this. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let me just make some dark prismarine. There we go. So if we go up right here... bring it over. And then we'd have to go up like that as well. And then this is definitely going to have to be something, because otherwise it's just going to be a bad transition. Like, I think what we'd probably want to do is go like, let's see. Maybe, like, upside down stairs. In fact, actually, come to think of it, better idea. Give me these. We'll go stone, brick, like so. And like that, right? And then this would still be a building behind. But then if we look at it from here, that's going to look a bit better. And then it's just a matter of basically filling in the other side in essentially the same way. I'd actually like those stairs, please. That would be nice. Thank you. Grab all of that. And let's just try and imagine for a second that this is indeed the route we want to go. I think what might look better is to do some... Okay. Almost. I'm actually going to have to be over on this side, aren't I? Right? What if we did like... Oh. What if we went like here and down? Right? What if we did something like that? That might look kind of nice. On that side. What do we think? I think it's a little too cross-looking. If that makes sense. Like, I don't want it to look like a big cross. I want it to look more like this. More, ornate, I guess would maybe be the word that I'm looking for. I definitely know that I want the prismarine in the back. Like, that's for sure. I suppose what we could maybe do... Let's grab a bit of prismarine. Let's maybe go, like, here. Just trying to kind of work out this wall design. What if we went and made it more of a diamond? So let's go, like, 1, 2, 3, and boop. And then this one would be 1, 2, 3, because we're counting the top one, and then boop, right? And then these would go 1, 2, 3 here. And that one would also go like so. And then we just have to fill it in like that. And then it's still going to look kind of crossy, for lack of a better word. I don't know what the... That's still okay, but it could be better. But it does give us some options for decoration. I don't know. Maybe I should just scrap this and go back to, like, longer, thin lines. Because the other option, the one that I was kind of originally thinking, was to basically go like this, kind of going all the way up. Those, please. And then this would go like so, right? So you'd have like these sort of big... Why was I not flying there? So you'd have kind of like these large bits. Oh, man. I don't know. I need to put some thought into this. Let me think about this and work on this wall for a bit. I need to figure out what I want to do. All right, guys. I am back. I've been playing around with the wall. I've probably gone through, I don't know, a dozen designs. And I finally came up with this one, and I like it. It's simple, but it gets the job done. It's basically just, you got a little bit of a rounded edge here and a little bit of a rounded edge there, and then the pillars, some come down and some come up, and they kind of form sort of this, like, weird H shape type thing. I don't know. As I said, it's simple, but I like it. I think it accomplishes what I wanted it to accomplish, and that's the important thing. And I think once we get like battlements on here and, you know, add some detail and all that kind of good stuff, I think it'll end up looking pretty good. So I want to jump into the comment of the day, or the comment or question of the day, because this one is a question. And this question says, hello. I was just wondering what was the worst thing you've seen in your work with the military, whether it was on the line of fire or in your job as a military detective, if my memory serves me correctly. And I'm going to omit the username from this one for what will be clear in a minute. So, as many of you know, I was a paralegal and court reporter in the military for about 11 years before I finally got out last February. And this question or questions along these lines, like, I want to talk about this because it's really not an appropriate question to ask a veteran, or for that matter, anyone else who works a job where over the course of their work, they may have encountered traumatic things. Like, it's the same thing. And I also should mention that, like, I've gotten questions like this before as well. Or asking, you know, have you ever killed anybody or something like that's not really an appropriate question to ask. Because if the answer is, yes, I've encountered all sorts of horrible things and here's what they are, like, that's going to stir up memories and have the person you're asking basically have to talk about things that they probably don't want to talk about. And if the answer to their question is no, I haven't seen anything horrible, then it's not really a conversation starter or anything anyway. Like, this is just not really an appropriate question to ask someone. Because, yeah, like, if you have encountered traumatic things in your life, you probably don't want to talk about them with someone, possibly with anyone, but certainly not with someone you barely know in passing, you know? Like, this is just not something that is okay to ask a veteran, or for that matter, as I said, anyone else who works a job where over the course of their work, they have likely encountered something traumatic. Now, with that said, I will say that I did not really encounter anything over the course of my military career that was horrendous. I don't like lose any sleep at night. I don't have PTSD or anything like that. The worst that I ever came across, without going into detail, is, you know, I was a paralegal and court reporter, so I did see crime scene photos and handle evidence and stuff like that. But that's about it. I didn't really. I was fortunate in that I didn't encounter anything beyond that. And when you're looking at something like a crime scene photo, it's not the same as seeing something in real life, because there's like a disconnect, if you will. It almost doesn't feel real. It's almost like, you know, watching a TV show or a movie or something. So, I mean, like, have I seen things that are like less than ideal. I mean, I've seen crime scene photos. I've worked crimes. You know, that's what court reporters do. They work in a military court of law, and they catalog evidence and listen to trials and all sorts of things like that. So that's about all I'm going to say about it. I don't want to go into detail. And the other thing, too, is, like, this is a family-friendly channel. I'm obviously not going to go into details of horrible things. But yeah, the big thing that I want to emphasize is that, like, questions like this are we're asking people about their past potentially traumatic and horrible experiences. Like, that's not okay. Like, you really should not do that, because at worst you're going to stir up memories and force them to relive things that they don't want to think about. And at best, you're just going to make someone feel very uncomfortable. So, yeah, let's not ask questions like this anymore. So anyway, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.